Hello everybody and welcome back to Scrap Mechanic, more specifically Scrap Mechanic Survival once again. And it is the full release, and today we're going to be taking on Growlab 3 and also probably moving. Not fully, but we're going to be moving our farm to start off with, but that's going to be a lot later in today's episode. We're going to start off immediately with Growlab 3 because it's realistically going to be the hardest part of today. And then everything else after that could just kind of be chill because, well, I kind of want some chill. But, essentially, we can't build too quickly because we don't have Metal 3. And I'd like to have Metal 3 before I just go building crazy amounts of things. Because anything that's not defended is just going to get easily destroyed, and we can't really defend right now. But, yeah, let's go take on Growlab 3 to get our, like, daily dose of progression. We also have the marker to find the bunks, whatever that is, which is also over there, and our base is also in this direction, so like everything is pointing us in this direction in the end. But I'm excited to see what's gonna all be out there. I didn't actually see this Growlab, even though I went in this direction, so it must be either really well hidden or I'm really blind, because I literally went in that direction. We literally went down this road. I stole from these shacks. I don't think I included it in the video, but I stole from these shacks. Yeah, because I went along this road. So I just never saw it, because I went along this road and into here. But it was, like, hidden from this side. Interesting. Okay. I can't really go in this Ember Forest with this car, because it's made of wood. I also assumed this would be a boss bot forest, but seeing how that thing's in there, it's probably not. Like, if I just park it up here, realistically, we're, like, gonna be fine. Yeah, we're gonna be doing the next... Oh, it is a boss forest. There's melted boss parts here. Okay, that's reassuring. I do have the intentions to go kill one later today. And by one, I mean, like, a whole army in the hay field. But, that's not reassuring to see. We do have a bit of ammo. We got a lot of healing this time. I learned my lesson after last time. God dang it, this ice. That's annoying. I keep sliding all over the place. I learned my lesson with healing, and then this is the amount of spuds I got from 2 harvests. Actually, no, 1. It's only 1, because I didn't have fertilizer to get the second one done instantly. So yeah, we're going to be doing this grow lab. I don't know how many grow labs there are, but there must be a lot, because we realistically need to go through every single seed. So there's at the very least one more, because this is bananas, I think. Right? Well, can't see it because the screen just went black. But I'm pretty sure this is bananas, yeah. And then there's at least blueberries. And yep, this is indeed an ice area. The bots are trapped in ice. That's crazy. Oh god. These guys are back. Lovely. At least I have a proper spud gun this time. Well, I did have a proper spud gun last time, but I'm referring to the first time. Since I just edited the first, not the first episode, but the second episode, so that was the first time we went to the Grow Lab, so that's fresh on my mind again. But so far, nothing crazy here. Man, they have a lot of range. Like, their damage is the least of your problems. They just have so much range that if you miss, you're just getting shot if you don't dodge. Although, this gives good amounts of component kit, which is quite nice. Now, what is this, and why is this here? There's a secret path with a block type. What is this? This is some kind of block unlock, I'm guessing. Plastic block, I see. Bubble plastic. You know, I didn't get any kind of unlock in the second Grow Lab. I feel like I might have just missed it. I don't know. I mean, maybe I'll find it eventually. I'm gonna end up watching gameplay on this game eventually, so if I see that I missed something in gameplay, then I'll come back for it. I'll go back in Growlab 2 and try and go get it, I guess. Because I'm going to watch gameplay of this eventually. Like, I've already watched the pre-release. I haven't started watching too much since, because I've been wanting to get some progression done myself first, obviously. But, I'm going to probably watch some gameplay on this sooner or later. I'm far enough now that the likelihood of spoilers is fairly low. There's so many bots around, it's quite nice. Like, this one I like a lot more than Growlab 2, but I'm also being, like, 1,000 times less cautious than Growlab 2. As is evident. Hello, can you, like, not? See what I mean? That was not even really a close shot, but he still hit me. There you go. There's another guy out there. Look, he still hit me with that. Like, that's stupid. This is massive. Like, these areas are just huge. I don't even know where to look. There is a thing over there. I have to try something. That does work. There's really not much room for error here. If you fall, you have to completely start over. I mean, I guess this has never been a game to be light on the punishments, but still. Can't do that, apparently. Was that just something I needed to do? Was that something that gave me something? Oh wait, you have seeds. I require your seeds for probably later. Oh, I have to do all 3, I'm guessing. Okay, let's go the other way then. I'm guessing we have to go this way too. Look at that shot from him. That was like almost instant. They're starting to get on like tape bot level, just not tape bot damage. Did I just see blue guy? No, that was... Did not mean to hit that. Come on. Oh god, they can shoot the ice blocks and spawn the little guys too. That's not just me that can do that. Crap. Okay, yeah, I see what's going on here. They're shooting at the ice blocks with the enemies inside them. I have to, like, shoot them ahead of time. That is an absolute violation of a shot. The thing is, they're hard to see. Like, they hide very well. But I think I got them all. Nope, see, there was one there. Oh, a lot of bots just got released. Nah, I'm not gonna sun shake, I'm just gonna play the patient game. Okay, though, this is getting, like, very out of hand. Alright, I'm gonna sunshake at least once here, because this is infuriating as hell, and I'm a bit low on ammo at this point. Not low, but like... I'm not high on ammunition. But I see a gold chest, so like... It's all good. There's the sunshake paid for itself. I can always come back in here if I run out of stuff. It's just... Like, I don't want to have to do it twice, you know? I'm guessing it saves. Like, you probably don't have to completely start over, but... It's just the concept. The fact that there's this many frozen bots is also kind of creepy. It's just floating banana seeds. There's probably something hidden in this room. This room is too empty. There's something fishy going on here. Aha! What are you? Electric engine level 2. We don't even have electric engines. That is a first. Alright, well that's probably what was in here. I don't see anything else on this one. But, just to be sure. Yeah, no, nothing else. Still though, decent find. I mean, electric engines are worthless, but now that we can get batteries, it might not be nearly as bad. Now what? It just opens. Nice. There's doors that are behaving very weirdly. I'm trying to look around a bit more, just play it safe. You never know. These are quite long, after all. This doesn't look suspicious at all. I have a feeling this door is gonna lock me in. 250 spuds. I mean, as long as we don't get a boss bot, like, that's doable. God, there's spinny things and everything. Alright, whatever. Oh my god, they're spawning from over there. Alright. Well, we'll see how it goes. Oh my god. So many greenies. Okay, I think it was just those little guys. Damn. Really? That was, like, not hard at all. Okay, sure. Whatever. Let's see what we unlock this time. I'm excited, because, like, this is usually a major unlock. I mean, last time it was pretty bad, but, like, you know. Let's see. What's it gonna be? Probably... It's either gonna be something really good or really bad. Last time we got a beehive, I think. A freezer. It makes ice block, that thing? I was gonna say, I don't know what it even does, but I think we saw it in the dev blogs and trailers. It makes ice blocks. I don't need ice blocks. And then I don't know what the beehive does. Oh, it probably makes beeswax. That's probably why all the recipes need beeswax now. Either way, phone's ringing.
I see you cleared up one of them fruit Growlabs. She's a beauty, ain't she? Now, I wouldn't dream of suggesting this any other day, but you seen those seed buds going around? If you break one of them open, you can get their banana seeds, and we can get a little plantation going. Should be a good change of pace for the old pellet. And we'd love it if you could get us some. Now, company policy don't let veg packing stations handle fruit. It ain't the best idea, but bunk once, what bunk once. You're gonna have to go to a fruit packing station. Here, I'll send you the coordinates to the closest one. Hot dog! I knew we could count on you. Happy trails, partner.
I'm excited to see where the fruit packing station is, because we could never find it. Or at least I could never find it on my own. It's presumably down the road, but it must be really far down the road. But that's interesting to see that this is, in theory, a boss bot forest. Although it doesn't seem to have any. Because originally, if it had the melted bosses, it was a boss spawning area. And maybe it still is, and we just haven't seen one. But, that's the entire thing. We haven't seen one. So I think it's chill. So, I was originally gonna just do the Growlab, but I actually noticed, at the end of the last episode, that the bunks thing for Lost and Found is literally just, like, here as well. So, why don't we do both? Let's just, like, cut across here, because I don't want to get near the warehouse. And, like, go figure out what this is all about. If I recall, this seemed to be mentioning the guy of the second crash ship, which we accidentally found. It wasn't here at all, I don't think. It was way out that way. And it wasn't on an island anymore like it used to be back in the day. It used to be secluded. Oh yeah, it's this tile. Okay. I remember this tile from long ago. I don't know what I'm looking for, so that's the main issue here. That guy dropped glue. Maybe number 1. No, not number 1. Ah, this is probably it. Another audio recording. Can I possibly listen to that while I'm just going around?
Ran out of pages in the company calendar. Don't know the date. Don't know what's going on this kooky butt planet neither. But if I don't make this log, ain't no one gonna believe me. I set out like I was gonna. Made good time to the warehouse. Wasn't a soul in sight. Homesteads are sparse, but this was deserted. Got so distracted, I didn't even notice the farm bot. Damn clanker tried to grab me. Barely dodged it. Before I knew it, they were coming out of the woodwork. I'm telling you, Paisan, as I live and breathe, those mothers acted like they were trying to corral me. I ain't never seen no utility bot work like that. But my lasers didn't raise no slouch. I slipped those clankers. Eventually, anyway. I ain't gonna mince words. They're relentless. Ran for 2 days until they lost me in the boonies. Dropped my sack and my meals, my shakes. I got nothing save a hole in my stomach and a dry mouth. Something's up with these bots. Someone set them up to this. Maybe some solar flare messed with their positrons or something. Ah, lug nuts. What am I talking about? Those clankers worked just fine. Knew what they were doing. Well, you know what? So do I. So do I damn well do. They think old Lorenzo's gonna go gently into that
Oh,
good night?
hello.
No, sirree, I
I'm
won't.
gonna leave you
Wanna know
alone.
why? Because Lorenzo, he got thumbs, and he got brains, and he got scrap metal. And he made himself a hammer, got himself a gun, and he ain't gonna let some rust-eaten, lint-choked, joint-creaking, oil-leaking, broke-brained clankers tell him where he can't go. You want a piece of this? Come and get it! Lorenzo out!
Interesting. He's definitely an energetic person, I suppose we could say. And we got another phone call, so that's great.
Howdy. Did you figure out them recorders? You did? What was on them? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You don't say. Thunderation. You're telling me there's another mechanic on this planet? If he's got through all that, he must be tougher than a week-old biscuit. I think I know where he might have gone. But I gotta warn you. If he's gone where I reckon he is, then it's someplace real dangerous. I'm talking about the old rock warehouse. But it's just full of tape bots and who knows what else. They've been swarming in and out of it for days now. Whatever's in there is mighty important. But also real dangerous. I wouldn't go anywhere near it if I were you. If you're going in there, that sledgehammer and spud gun isn't gonna cut the mustard. You'll have to stock up on food and a whole lot of spuds. You're gonna have to make it in there too. I might have something to help with that. Hop on over, will you?
Okay, so he wants us, presumably, to also go into where am I? Oh, I am where I... Well, I'm not where I thought I was, but I'm kind of where I thought I was. Okay, sure, whatever, this'll do. I want to go back to Old Home, or at least what will soon be Old Home, aka Mechanic Station, and Farm too, but like... The farm is mostly a bonus. The reason for that is, first of all, I want to go get another thing at Spuds. And then I wanted to go kill the boss bots, the farm bots, the big red farm bots, like the one we just saw. I did not expect that to happen. But I saw in the hay maze, when we went over there, there was like 1 million of those. 1 million of those red farm bots. And I also saw there was a reward there. And I'm kind of tempted to test my luck and see if I can bust on in there. I reckon we can probably bust down that thing and see what what's going on. Because it takes like 60, 50, I don't know, unless it's changed, to kill a red guy. Okay. We need like a lot more than this. We need way more spuds than this. Okay. We're not going to be doing this just yet then. We're just going to go talk to Hubert, but I want to leave my seeds here for now. And let's go see what he wants. Maybe he has something that can help us. I presume he just wants to talk about the warehouses, because clearly we're getting to a point where entering a warehouse is going to be an activity soon. Like, once we're moved out, there's really no reason not to go do a warehouse. Other than, like, the tape bots and just old stuff, but, like, I was contemplating doing a good old 2-story. Because there's one. Like, not fighting the trash bot, but just doing a warehouse that just doesn't have the trash bot. Because those aren't too bad, usually. But let's see what Hubert has to say.
Sure, I can't talk you out of trying that warehouse. Thunderation mechanic. That's crazy. Maybe the guy isn't even in there. You think about that? Maybe he's... Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm just trying to keep you safe. Least I can do after all you've done for us. Here, one of the guys had a spare key to the warehouse. That should get you in real easy. Just take care of yourself out there, you hear? We can't afford to lose you.
So he has the warehouse key.
Counting on your mechanic.
Reach the warehouse and look for the mechanic. Wow, so he wants us to go way out there. That's not where I wanted to go, because the warehouse I wanted to go is that way. Knowing this game and these developers, it's gonna be a trashbot warehouse that they want us to clear, isn't it? I don't want to do that. I don't want to do nothing with a trashbot, but seeing how I'm in my exploration vehicle, and we'll probably be doing this soon, I'll go take a peek. Well, if I had to guess, we already see the warehouse. It's probably that one in the distance, in the shadows. And it, in fact, has a trash bot, and it, in fact, seems to be about as tall as can be. Yeah, I've been here. This is the woods I was talking about, where it just goes super dense. Like, just super dense woods here. And then after that, it's just complete unhinged chaos, basically. But that makes sense, because, like, this end of the map is where Scrap City used to be, so the chaos starting here just makes sense. Man, yeah, that is like a 4-story, 3-story, I don't know. Oh man, that's a 4-story plus trash bot? That's nutty. Like, they want us to go straight to the biggest. Man, that's rough. I've never even done a 4-story warehouse in Scrap Mechanic, I don't think. I don't think I have. I've done 2 stories plenty of times, and I've done a 3-story, but I've never even done a 4-story, and especially not a 4-story plus trash bot. That's definitely out of our league for the time being. But, you know, I predicted it too, that it would be so rough. That's crazy. I don't know how many red guys there were, I didn't count, but we don't have that much ammo, so like, we can't really do that good of a job. Oh, and another farm. These are kind of cool, but yeah. Are the red boss spots gone? Like, I'm definitely not supposed to be here. But if there's no red boss spots, I can take this on. Like, absolutely, I can take this on. These guys are no challenge. That's a bit of a... That's gonna hit me. Crap, I can't even defend myself up here. I vividly remember there being boss bots in this place. Because I want to know your secret balloon thingy and what it hides. Even if, actually, I recall these balloons usually hide clothing. So it's probably not that interesting. I had full intentions of coming over here like, oh, let's go kill the like 5 boss bots that were here. I come back and there's not a single one in sight. Like, what's in this? tactical backpack. So this place, confirmed, has no more dangers. Whatever was here is just gone. The thing is, I wanted to do it for the warehouse key, so I could have one. That's why I wanted to actually come here and commit to killing them, but apparently they just kind of left on their own. However, I will get more oil. Well, I have gotten rid of the block stacks because the block stacks are now in my inventory. And we're gonna start moving. Because I figure, why not start moving? Oh, great. The Seeker's chilling there. I want to start moving, mostly because I want to have an idea how much more blocks I need to start farming. Because obviously, I don't have enough materials. I don't think that's a secret. There's zero chance I have enough materials to start building a full defense currently. Especially against things like the new bots, which can jump like stupidly high, and things like that. Like, there's just zero world where I have everything it takes. So what we're gonna try and do is see how far this amount of blocks will get us, and it'll kind of give us a perspective on just truly how much stuff we need. So I'll see what I can do, and I'll come back to you when I've decided what I want to do, because it's probably just going to be a lot of me just trying things, deleting things, trying things, deleting things until I get the exact thing I want. I wasn't going to start recording just yet, but I just noticed this. There's just a cow stuck on a rock, just isolated, just contemplating life. Yeah, this turning out to be a bigger deal than I thought. I have to move the entire farm back, because I didn't really consider this, but to be able to take advantage of the water, the main wall has to be here. So the wall being way out there just means I have to defend on all sides again, and it just kind of ruined the entire point. So instead of having the farm be here, I'm moving it an entire farm's length back, which means it's going to be way back here now. I don't know if I should be concerned at this, but there is a Seeker that comes by this road as well. And I'm not too concerned, but because the road is further on this farm. And I can always just run. But the main thing is, I don't want the radius to be in this farm. But that's not looking very promising. It might just barely be out. Which is good, because that's what I want, obviously. Yeah, I think we're good. Man, that's too close for comfort, though, but, like, that's still cool. He's gonna start shooting rockets, because that cow is probably gonna trigger it. There's a lot of cows here. Oh, hey, the cow got a friend. There's 2 of them on the island now. Yeah, this is a pretty good start. I mean, we have a base that is kind of defended. It's not, but, like, you get the idea. So this will go straight down to, like, lower than that, apparently. Well, here's the progress so far. That's actually a really nice amount of progress. But we're basically out of metal. We have maybe enough to build, like, a bit of a wall, but, like, we're out of metal, basically, completely. And I also haven't decided what kind of height I want this wall to be. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9... Like, probably at least 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, at least that tall, realistically. And then there's the whole issue of, like, I need shooting holes. But yeah, we're out of metal, basically entirely, so that's unfortunate, but it is a good amount of progress done. We'll have to mine more metal. But I mean, come on, like, it's an insane amount of progress, considering we did maybe collectively 2 hours of mining for this amount of resource, so we got at least 2 more hours for sure, but, like, this really wasn't that bad at all. I mean, look at it. It looks quite nice, actually. Still going at it, just absolutely mining away. Got both of those full, got all of these. I've already done, like, quite a bit. So obviously a lot of this is resource collection, so I've already collected this now. There's already some more in here. Man, metal goes way slower, though. Like, how much do you get? That's a metal rod. Is it less, or is it just that I'm getting so much less? No, it's also 20, but I get just way less metal. Like, I don't know what's up with that. Like, I've gotten all of this not even cracked stone anymore, scrap stone, and this tiny amount of metal in comparison. Like, why am I getting so much less metal? There's definitely less metal, but it's not that much less. Like, that's insane. Well, I was just going around exploring, and in the desert, that's kind of like... Well, those are the wheat fields we cross every time to get to the base, and in this desert, which I kind of usually see in the distance, I found this guy. Like, what? What a big fan. Like, what am I supposed to do here? There's just this... Damn. Okay, what? What is this? That is a pretty advanced build, though. I will not be making this right now, but it's just in the middle of nowhere. That's interesting, okay. Another day is upon us, in real life, of course. Last night, I forget if I did an update or not, but yeah, I did a lot of resource collection. That's why the mining vehicle isn't here. Because I'm probably going to do a little more, but I've got like a respectable amount again. And it should be enough to do like our first raid in the new base, because I want an idea of where the bots are coming from. But as you can see, I did a tiny node there, I did a massive node here, and then I did a good chunk of this one. But there's definitely some more to go. But like, I'm going to keep mining around the mechanic station here, because like, there's tons of nodes just along here. There's one up there, although that one's a bit more annoying to get to. But like, I'm going to keep mining these, just because they're easy to access. And around where our base is, there isn't actually all that many nodes. Which I was kind of surprised by, but you have to go like quite a ways to find a lot of good nodes, so that's a thing. I also think we have enough bananas to finish the bananas. We haven't grown them, obviously, but yeah. We have 50, and we need 60, but we're obviously going to get some of the seeds back. So we should, in theory, have enough. Just haven't done it. Why did I come here for again? Like, I came here for something. Alright, we're back home. Can I climb this? Kind of? I can climb it. It's just not ideal. And I'm out of fuel. Lovely timing, as usual. I should make a fuel canister. It's just I don't have anywhere to put it. Like, actually, it probably fits just literally right there. Okay, whatever. I didn't say anything. It fits probably right there. Why is there a banana guy just inside my farm? Okay, I think that's our first, like, segment. That should be 50 crops right here that can fit. So that's cool. What I actually wanted, though, is to go grab some of that stone in the car. Let's, I need to water first, I suppose. Like, how many crops are we gonna do? I guess 40? I don't want to get absolutely ambushed if this thing has a flaw, but... You know. So I say... Screw it. Let's do spuds. Spuds are a very low aggressivity crop. Like, they don't trigger much, and we need the spuds. So, like... I feel like it's a great candidate to start off with. Like, see, not even half a raid bar from 40 spuds. Like, spuds are very chill. We're not going to have issues with spuds anytime soon. As long as they don't try and cut across here, like, we're going to be chilling. And even if there's, like, one here and there, I'm just worried about them spawning that way. As long as they spawn all up front, we're good. If they try and spawn on there or over there, we're not so good. Kind of hard to see. And they spawned on the base? That already went horrible. What the heck was up with that? They spawned on this? Because, like, how did they get on? It shouldn't be possible for them to get on this. Let's plant, say, 5 bananas. Just a little bigger of a raid. I want to plant 10, but we can do 5 and 5. And then we just kind of hope that it doesn't get destroyed. But now that I see that these guys clearly don't care about following the rules, I'm just going to do that temporarily. I refuse to believe for a second that they spawned on the grass, which is bad. Because if they can spawn on just blocks, like, it means we lose this wing at the very least. I honestly almost prefer the crates. Because at least with the crates, they always drop in front. We're obviously gonna have to introduce some defenses, but for now we're just doing it the old-fashioned way. What was that noise? Okay, they're coming from all around. Man, this is gonna be annoying. These guys did not come from the crates. They literally just came from the water. That's an issue.
Sorry to bother you about this. Didn't call you at a bad time, did I? Course I didn't. It's just I've been reminiscing lately about the old wonkbots. Those were some pieces of work, let me tell you. You know, they couldn't see cardboard. By gum, they couldn't see it. Couldn't even get through it. You know what we used to do to get rid of them? Make rolls of cardboard round our crops. The bots couldn't get near it. Hooey! It'd bump against it till the batteries gave out and had to be dragged back to recharge. Of course, sometimes the retrieval bots would bump onto the cardboard and it would start all over again. Thunderation, we'd have a real laugh about it. Looks like Wonk fixed it at some point, but I'm stockpiling just in case. You never know what might come back with an update. By golly, look at the time. Looks like I'll have to cut this short. Be careful out there. Here.
Alright, we'll see what happens. It seems like they just kind of don't care. Like, the monsters don't care if you're, like, where you build or anything. They just spawn wherever they want and just deal with it, kind of. Which is annoying. Like, I don't... At least before, they kind of played nice and didn't spawn on your builds. Like, if they can spawn on your builds now, like, that's gonna be a problem. And they also seem to be spawning in the water. Like, they're spawning down there and swimming up, it seems. Which means those guys were not in the crates. Like, that angle of attack is terrible. Like, they're coming from there. Like... Like, look at that. He's coming intentionally from behind. Okay, that's good to know. We're gonna have to defend from behind. It's not good to know, but we don't have a say in it, so, like... It's annoying because I want to build stuff behind, not defend stuff behind. Although, it does seem like, as long as we have a large enough raid to trigger the crates, for the most part, they behave. And they don't spawn inside of our freaking area. I mean, I could always do a different design. I had an idea in place, but if they're going to be attacking from behind, we're going to need, like, retractable, like, staircases or something. I mean, it's unfortunate, but we can make do, I think, for the most part. Like, I don't think it's going to be too difficult. It's just annoying. I don't think I'm going to do it yet. If they're coming from all around, I want more raids of experience before I decide. Clearly, they don't want to follow the rules. So, I think instead, I'm just kind of gonna... a bit of a wall here, just in case, because there is this rock I didn't consider. I still need to build the whole watering system, so that's good to know. And, well, we defended some crops, so we'll have our first 10 10 bananas. The bananas are very hard on the raid scale. 5 bananas is all you can do to not bust through tier 1, or like the first bar, so that's gonna take a while. Well, things are coming along okay. I haven't made the pistons yet, mostly because they're gonna be the most expensive thing, but I've managed to make basically everything else. So that's been going okay. I'm just making more large chests so I can finally have a craft bot that like works. And also have some storage to put, well, all of this stuff in. Ideally, the goal would be that eventually we move this thing. I did not mean to make a extra chest. I thought it took 5. I thought the craft bot was a lot wider than this, but no. Apparently it's just that. So there you go. Now the craft bot will just be able to grab from whatever it crafts. And I also have enough space that I can hopefully put a lot of these items into the craft bot directly. And not constantly be having to go cherry picking around hoping to find what I need. Alright, well I cleaned up like mostly everything. I mean, I'm sure some things will stay, but there you go. And then I need to make 4 pistons, and I need to actually move a cage farmer to unlock logic gates. Oh god, pistons need metal too. Do I have stuff to make metal too? I actually do, so I need 40 metal too. The nice thing now, though, is that I don't have to constantly swap stuff from chest to chest because the craft bot is in a loop, so he's constantly just... As soon as that goes in there, it becomes available here, and I can just make whatever I need next. And then I'll have to max level all of these pistons, which is going to be fun. But also, I built the beehives. I built 2, and they've been slowly producing beeswax out of pigment flowers. They just do their thing. You don't have to do anything. You just put pigment flower inside it, and it just works. So that's nice to see. Where did those pistons go? They're right here. I want to find whatever chests had the rest of the goods. Okay, I put them on the wrong sides. Says, you know what? I need to scan these. I've been meaning to do it for a really long time. And I saw that today they released a patch that supposedly fixed an issue with these not giving you anything. Because apparently they had a bug where they wouldn't give you an item, which is a pretty big bug, you know? So let's go over there. We have a schematics bot, not too far from our base. We won't be able to mine around this base, which is kind of an unfortunate oversight. But we got 34 schematic boxes to scan, so let's get to it. Well, that's all of them, and we're ending it off with berry juice container. Oh no, broken concrete. That's even worse. I don't need broken concrete or anything. Concave wedge, that's a pretty useless block. Damn, how many did we get? I thought they were just going in real time, and apparently we're getting a lot more. That's crazy. Water tank. We did get a couple of cool blocks. Like, we got one of the warehouse ramps. But overall, nothing too crazy. Warehouse light, that's actually kind of nice for visual. And that's it, okay. That was 34 schematic boxes, so yeah. At least they're free to unlock. You get quite a lot of them, so I'm glad they're not a pain to deal with. But there you go. Our first 10 bananas, which is not enough to make a crate anymore, but back in the day it would have been enough. And I guess I'll start trying to fill a chest with ammo. It's like, we're gonna need a lot of ammo. Okay, so we're gonna do another 10 bananas, and then we're gonna do a bunch of cotton and pigment flour if we can. In here, there we go. I know I have quite a bit, because I accidentally stumble upon a good few amount of these seed bots for bananas. I got kind of lucky this time around. I was pretty unlucky at first, but I got lucky in the end. Ooh, yeah, right, that's 10 at a time. I did 5 at a time last time. Right, that's an issue. We are unleashing true chaos upon this world. All from this side? Alright. I'm gonna give it a second here. Oh, we're getting full-on tape bots. Man, the sound of the drill bots is the craziest part. But yeah, if you go beyond, you get tape. Okay. It's not too bad, but it's annoying. Because I'm not covered up quite well in this base yet. Okay, I'm just gonna go around. It's gonna be infinitely easier. I don't have any kind of defenses yet, so fighting all these hay bots is just hard. God, the greenies are annoying. Like, he definitely just got over here, then just, like, launched himself in. And at least he only took out the spuds, which isn't the end of the world, but, like, that's annoying still, like, you know? Still lost crops. Like, we can do some big raids. We could start doing big raids. Like, is there even any damage? Yeah, no. Still 0 damage, pretty much. They keep doing more damage to the back than the actual main wall. So, okay, lesson learned. The wall can handle the front end of the haybot hordes. I just have to take care of all the everything else. And then just take care of the haybots after. Because there's just so many haybots, they're just attacking each other instead of the wall. Either way, that is another harvest survived, so... Damn, I got Growlab 4, alright. Apparently I didn't stop recording, so I guess I'll include it. I just found Growlab 4 in here. That was really quick. And I keep getting banana seeds from this. Although I don't need bananas anymore, I have enough seeds. So that's kind of unfortunate. But okay, apparently there is a 4th Growlab, which would make sense since we don't have blueberries yet. That's the wall. We don't have blueberries, so that does actually make sense that we would have another Growlab. Still though, good to know we have that, so we're still going to be doing Growlab things. That is if we don't go to the warehouse. I feel like we're just not ready to go to the warehouse, but also there's nothing stopping us. Like, if we just get enough ammunition, like, we can go to the warehouse. We don't have to clear it in one go. We're inevitably gonna die 1,000 times. The main thing that makes me hesitant is my vehicle is not tape bot proof, but I also don't really want to make an armored vehicle currently. And if I leave my vehicle outside the warehouse, like really far, every time I die I'll have to walk through the entire warehouse. Well, not the warehouse itself, but like the whole parking lot, basically, and that's just, like, annoying. Alright, I've decided it is time we max out all the pistons. I don't remember how many component kits it takes. Alright, you can't put pistons just on the ground anymore. Also, why do I hear a seeker? Again. Oh, he's just leaving. Okay. Need to put these on, like, a block. I'll put them up here, I guess. This'll do. Pistons. They need to be attached to something solid. Yeah, I know how to use pistons. Yeah, I think it's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they stay 2 every time. So it's 10 component kits per upgrade. So there you have it. 4 level 5 pistons, 4 pumps, 2 water containers, 2 water cannons. And then we need logic gates. So I'm gonna have to just figure out how to bring at least 1 farmer. Yeah, I mean, I can limp it along. It'll be quicker than just hammering it. This works a lot better than I thought. I think they made these a bit less of a pain to move around. There you go. Unlocked logic gate. I need, like, at least 3 logic gates. And now we have the logic gates, which is a big part of what we needed. Oh, we need controllers. Oh, yeah, right. We need, like... We need level 3 controllers at the very least. We got the logic gates. We got the switch to turn it on. Man, building a watering system is always like the biggest challenge you run into in Scrap Mechanic. I mean, you don't have to do it. Like, honestly, I think you could go the entire game without building a watering system now. Because of, like, you're not growing nearly as many crops and the buckets are a lot better. Like, I don't feel any kind of rush to build a watering system. I'm just doing it because I wanted to do it. But like, I'm absolutely fine continuing to water by bucket. So the fact that you can do a lot more of an area now with the buckets really made that just a lot more enjoyable. But it also means there's like no urge or like urgency to make a watering system. Similar to how there's like no urgency to make a good farm. I guess I should just put my car in the farm, because if I don't, it's gonna be all glitchy. Oh right, I planted things. I should put down my buckets, because like my inventory is so full. I forgot to put these down last time, and then I went looting, and then my inventory just ended up being just stupid levels of full. Alright, I think the first prototype, I say prototype, but this should be the final thing if it just works. I haven't tested it yet, I just hooked up the water. So let's see if it works. I know the movement works. The only thing I'm worried about is how quickly the water cannons shoot, because it's one of those things that like might have changed. Also, they definitely changed the splash effect, because it is a lot more annoying. But yeah, it does work. The only thing I'm worried about partially is like water, now that the pumps are slower. Oh no, we're not gonna have issues, okay. I was a bit worried about it, but no, it's not a problem. And then it just is done, and it's all watered and everything. At least in theory. I mean, this was already watered, so it's not a really good test, but we don't like have a ton of seeds. I mean, I guess I'll just plant spuds and bananas, I suppose. I mean, what's stopping us from planting another 10? Like, no, I can just put traps on the sides, like really fast spinners or something. Obviously, things like the bigger bots won't go around, and the little greenies and everything will just get killed. Like, I could absolutely trap the sides, so if they try and go around, they just instantly die. Because I can put, like, super fast spinners here just in the water. The thing is, we're doing 10 bananas at a time. We need to get through, like, 60. Alright, crops are almost done. I think the I don't know, bananas aren't fully done. I thought they were. They almost were, but they still have one more growth here. Come on. Do the thing. Usually it's pretty quick. Come on. I could water it again and they would instantly sprout, but I don't feel like doing that. Come on. There you go. Took you long enough to mentally prepare yourself, I guess. And also, if we see a boss, I would like to kill it, because we still have no warehouse keys to do a warehouse willingly. And I don't know if the bosses still even drop warehouse keys, because I thought they said they were going to remove those, so it's going to be interesting to see how that ends up going. But we have all of the bananas we should need. So there you go. There's the 6 stacks of banana, and then a bit extra for when we do the warehouse raid, I guess. We can bring them along to eat. But now we have to go 3 kilometers to the fruit packaging station, which we have actually never been to. We've never been to the fruit packaging station because it got pushed way further along the road than it used to be back in the day. And I just never managed to find it naturally, so yeah, let's make the long drive over there. I'm just gonna cut through the map. Like, I'm not gonna bother trying to follow the road, I don't think. It just sounds like a lot of effort trying to do that.
All these memories I can't escape. Can you let them all wash away? Let it all wash away, 'cause I don't wanna feel the pain. Love, just let me go, 'cause I don't wanna feel the pain of holding on and keeping strong. So now I'm moving on. I don't wanna feel the same, so love, just let me go.
Either way, we're supposed to be here for banana crates, so like, let's maybe just get banana crates and shut up. Oh right, oranges. That's what the other crop we're missing is. So yeah, we do have 2 more grow labs then, because we have blueberries and oranges. I don't know in which order, but we currently have bananas. So yeah, the rest of the crops will be here, and then I'm assuming broccoli and pineapple are still in the warehouses. I would assume that would be the case. And that is 6. Alright, and then you hit the button, and you let it rip. We basically did this for nothing, because I don't need electric anything. But it does mean we'll get to move on to the next tier, so I guess that's where most of the value is hopefully going to come from. We're doing this tier in the hope that the next tier is good. That's basically how things are going. I don't know if I want to finish all the grow labs first, or if I want to do the warehouse. Because I absolutely could try and do the next 2 grow labs in the next episode. Or I could just be very ballsy and try and do the warehouse in the next episode. Just to try it. If we don't do it, then whatever, we can just do the grow lab instead. Like, we don't really have much to lose. I feel like it's fairly self-explanatory. This is unironically a really good car. I was doubtful of this car at first because of how much the suspension was glitching. But, like, I've actually managed to kind of bring it back. It still glitches every once in a while. Because it just does. I mean, it's a design flaw. It's not a design flaw, it's a flaw with, like, the way the game works. Because blocks stretch, the suspension design doesn't really work all that well in this game. But the fact that it works as well as it does, and I've managed to actually kind of bring it back to somewhat functioning, it still cambers if I crank the steering. There's nothing I can ever do about that. But for, like, it still does that when I steer, but it fixes itself. Like, the only thing that's actually a game ender is if it glitches and doesn't unglitch. But with enough weight on it like this, when it does glitch, it usually just bounces back, and then it kind of like unwedges itself on its own, and then fixes itself without me having to put it on the lift. So, like, this car ended up being really good. I'm glad I built this car. Either way, let's get all 3 of those banana crates delivered. And, well, see what we can get. Obviously, the first one's going to be the recipe to craft batteries, although we don't need that. Then, obviously, the battery holder. And then, obviously, the electric engine, which we already have one of. And then we get to see the next recipes. Which is, I believe, the clock, and then I think that's the new gun. I think I know what gun this is. I think this is a flamethrower. I think we saw it in one of the trailers. Oh, hey, wait, we got seeds again. We can trade for banana and blueberry, just not whatever the other one was. Beets, right? Beets. How do you get soil? Soil is traders? Oh, what the hell? Either way, that was a successful day, I'd say. So, next Grow Lab is what we need to unlock the rest of our things. But I don't think we're gonna do the Grow Lab. I think we're gonna at least attempt the warehouse. So, I'm gonna begin stocking up on spuds, on things, on everything I can. Food, I guess, too, because I need probably heals, obviously. I don't know what I'll grow, but I'll grow whatever I can, presumably, I guess. I'll try and just get ready to try out the warehouse, at least. I don't know if we'll succeed, but we can at least do a good chunk of it, and usually they stay cleared out, the parts that you clear out. So, I mean, even if we only clear out like a floor or 2, it'll still be progress. I don't really need banana seeds anymore, but they probably make for good food, so like if I decide to grow some high tier, that'll be good. But yeah, I think that's gonna probably be it for this episode of Scrap Mechanic here. We've made a lot of progress. We did yet another tier in the trader. We did the entire farm. Well, not the entire farm. We did 1/4 of the farm, but we did the entire defense for the farm. We did a lot of progress. We made beeswax. We upgraded our craft bot, so now it's fully looped. We did a lot today, to say the least. So I think this is a great point to call it, because this is probably starting to be a pretty long episode. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.